Hi, I'm Rabbi Marc Kline. This is Monmouth Reformed Temple, and you're at Shabbat Shalom with a heart-healthy dose of Torah. You know, hotels and motels, their job is to entice us to want to stay there and to build vacations and to make sure that it's the poshest and the plushest. But there's one motel chain that just deals with it on a purely practical level. Motel 6. You remember the commercial, I hope. "We'll leave the light on." That was their slogan. They didn't advertise the pool, they didn't advertise the bedroom service, they will leave the light on. Well, they're always open, waiting for you so they can take care of you in your time of need. This week's Torah portion talks about the Ner Tamid, the eternal light. You're supposed to make sure that the fire is always burning on the altar. It's kind of like God's Motel 6 sign. You know, I'll leave the light on. You're not going to perform the sacrifices 24 hours a day. You're not going to perform rituals, but people should know that that place is always open. So when we talk about prayer and worship, you know, the communal piece is when we all come together to pray as a community. And we get in our sanctuary to look at the Ner Tamid, the eternal light that hangs over the ark, and we can know that we're in this together. But then there are those private moments, those times when we're not in our sanctuary, where we may be in our rooms or in our offices or walking on the way or in our cars, and we still need to make sure we see that light. And so our tradition teaches that we all have personal altars. And the fire is always burning on our personal altar that allows us to remember that whatever time it is and whatever we're doing, God's still open for business. So Passover happens this weekend, and we all celebrate the communal seders. You know, we're going to get together as families and friends, and we're going to read from the Haggadah, the book that tells us how to walk through the seder. And it's a great time, but it's still supposed to hit each one of us individually. And as we walk through the next 7 days of the holiday, we're not going to be doing things with the community, and we're going to have to make sure that we work on that private altar, because the purpose of Passover is to get us to recommit to firing that altar of loyalty to social justice, to change, to making sure the world is better. We read several places in the Haggadah that we start off as if we are slaves still in Egypt, because this world is still not whole. And so we don't always get that light to shine for us. We have to make it shine. Passover is only an important holiday if at the end of the celebration we find ourselves newly committed to making sure that the world that we want is reachable. So tonight, join us for Shabbat, 7 o'clock, monmouthreformedtemple.org. And then we will be celebrating throughout the week, and join someone's Seder virtually if you can, or in person. But even if not, remember that the old civil rights song, "This Little Light of Mine, I'm going to let it shine." That's the reminder. Your Ner Tamid, your fire on your altar, should always be lighting a path to justice and to restoration of the world. Shabbat Shalom, and may it be a great holiday. Join us tonight. Shabbat Shalom.